Good morning, I hope you're well. It's been a while. It's the last Sunday in October and it's a beautiful day. There's a little bit of a nip in the air, but not too bad. And to be honest with you, the other day I put my bike in the garage for what I thought was the last time for the winter. I did all the ACF 50 stuff and did give it a good clean. Well, I will have a chat about that in a bit, about putting your bike up for the winter. What do you do? What precautions do you take? But I woke up this morning, the hour has actually gone back now, so we're in, I think we're in Greenwich Mean Time, which means that it's going to be dark at 5, 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to be pitch black. So summer's gone. I hope you enjoyed your summer. I hope you got out on your bike and did lots of wonderful things. Send me any pictures if you've got them, that'd be marvellous. And I just thought though, today was too good an opportunity to miss, so I've brought it out from under its cover and I'm going for a little tickle out up into the Peak District, which is my default ride, as you know, and we'll just have a chat about one or two things. So if it's of interest to you, come along with me. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Put your comments below, and if you've got any pictures for me, maybe you've had a wonderful tour of this summer, send me a picture. shottostravels@gmail.com. So yeah, there we are, the last Sunday in October 2024. Beautiful day, about 10 degrees, blue skies, no rain in the forecast. Some of these roads you have to be a little bit careful on because where there's leaves on the road that have been, run over by the lorries, it can be a bit of a mush at times. But I am quite surprised, I don't know why I'm surprised, how many bikes are out. Already I've seen loads of motorcycles making the best of the weather, and I don't know why I'm surprised. Like I say, I mean, that's what I'm doing. Why would you not on a day like today? Wonderful day. So yeah, a couple of days ago I decided that I was going to probably put my bike up for the winter. I was going to get it prepped, and I'd be interested to hear any tips that you've got for me to winterize your bike, if you like. I can give you a quick sort of resume of what I tend to do, and but if anybody's got any other tips, that'd be wonderful. I'm sure we could use this as a sounding board, as to tell people what we do. Now, my first thing when I'm winterizing my bike, when I'm putting the bike up for the winter, because I'm sort of lucky enough that I don't really need to ride it. I don't have to commute. My bike's very much a toy, and in the cold, dark winter, I don't think there's much fun in going out. People will say, oh yeah, use it all year round, and there's no bad weather, there's only bad clothing. Well, hey, I'll come on to that in a minute. But I'm one of them, I don't need it, it's a toy, and I put it up for a few months, for 3 or 4 months over the worst months. So, my normal routine is this. I'll get my bike, and I don't want to go on all day about it, but I'll get my bike and I'll give it a good clean. So first we give it a good clean and I make sure it's dry. I also sort of clean my chain, oil my chain, and I saw somewhere years ago that it doesn't hurt to put just a couple of pound of extra pounds per square inch in your tyres. Although I'm not that bothered about that this year, because as soon as my bike comes out of storage for next year, the tyres are going anyway. So, but it was just a tip. I don't know what you think of that. Put a couple of pound, a couple of PSI. Not a lot. Don't go ballistic, but put a couple of pound in your tyres. It does help, apparently. Don't know why, but So I've cleaned my bike, then I use a CF50 on my bike, and it works well, but it does sometimes take a bit. It's obviously it's designed to stick to the. I put it on the shiny bits to protect the metal, but it sometimes takes a little bit of shifting because it's designed to stick. It's designed not to shift. And then come the springtime, you know, sometimes it can be, you know, if you put it on a bit too thick, it can look a little bit unsightly and it takes some shifting. But anyway, ACF50, Lanigord, I believe there's lots of things on the market to do that for a protective coat. So so I clean it, I dry it, I polish it, I might give it a polish, so I get it perfectly clean and dry, and then I put my protector on it. A couple of pounds in the tyres normally. I did see somebody said squirt a little bit, just not a lot, just a few drops of engine oil into the bores, take your spark plugs out, and I don't suppose that can do any harm, can it? I mean, it isn't something that I do, but it's just something that I happened to see the other day. Somebody was suggesting do that. Oh, and another one was fill your fuel tank with fuel and put a bit of fuel stabiliser in it, maybe, because apparently the ethanol which is in the fuel can go off and cause moisture, apparently. So I don't know. What do I know? Tell me below. Is that right? So then I put it on a carpet and I put my cover over it. I've got a breathable indoor cover. I'm lucky enough to have a garage, so it'll sit in my garage now. Oh, I've just ordered something else. I'll put my battery. I've got an Optimate, so I'll put that on charge. Now, is there anything I'm missing there? And here's another thing. Can anybody give me a little bit of advice on this one? Because I remember it lives in a concrete garage, so it's not. It doesn't live in an air bubble. It doesn't live in a sealed Tupperware jar, and the garage can get cold and a little bit drafty. It is. I won't say it's open to the elements. It's not, but you know what I'm saying. It's a concrete garage, and I remember a year or two ago, I got a Harley. And after a couple of months sitting in the garage, I took my cover off my Harley. I don't know why, whether I was taking it out or just, I don't know. And I was horrified to find all the condensation all over it. It was wringing wet, despite the fact it was in a garage. I mean, I'd taken all my precautions, but despite the fact I'd done that, it was wringing wet under the cover. So, is that normal? What did I do wrong? Can anybody advise me? Maybe it might have been better with the cover not on it at all, so that any moisture could have tried to escape at least. Or is it just that concrete garages are inherently, you know, moist air in the winter time? It's going to get in there, and I don't know, stick to a cold metal bike, I suppose. I don't know. Why was that? Why was the condensation all over my bike? I don't know. And what else do you do? What else would you do if you're putting your bike up for the winter that I haven't touched on? Am I about right with what I've done, or am I wrong? Am I missing something obvious? You know, as I said, I am lucky enough not to have to use my bike every day for commuting or something like that. I don't have to rely on it. It's just a toy. And I don't really envy people who, although I don't think, I suspect that in my day when I was a boy, I mean, well, what we're getting back to now, late 70s, 80s, more people probably, I mean, am I right? I don't know. More people commuted on bikes and used bikes for work than they do nowadays. I think cars are probably, is that right? I don't know. do you commute for your bike? What, you know, I mean, it's not much fun, is it? It's a winter's morning, your bike's in the garage, it's cold, it's dark, it's chucking it down or blowing a blizzard, you've got leaves, you've got ice on the road. It ain't much fun, is it? You've got to get all your stuff on, for sometimes not travel very far, to get it all off again, get wet. Oh, no, that's not what it's about. I'm not really a fan. Not really a fan of that. But hey, I've done it, so I know it. I've been through a few winters. Went through a few winters until I managed to save up enough money for a 20-year-old Cortina, go working. You pull, you know, that was the thing, that was a fair road thing. You pull the mat back, the mat back, you could see the road going underneath you in them days, couldn't you? Hey, because they were all rock boxes. Yeah. But, so if you've got to go work on one, I don't pity you. Hey, I've done it, but I was a young lad. But it isn't something that I fancy nowadays. Or do you, as I have done, and I'll probably continue. What's he doing here? Come on, lads, let's do something. Get out the road. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're in Dovedale, it's this way. What's up with you? So there's three options, isn't there? You can use it all winter. You might have to use it all winter. You can use it on occasional nice days, which, let's face it, we do get them. We do get them, don't we? But then we also know that you can go out, you can get it all clotted up, and then it's it's half a day job, get it clean again, isn't it? So if you go out for an hour, get it covered in crap, you know, a lot of fun in that, isn't it? There's a lot of mileage in that. You get cold and damp and wet, and you think, oh Jesus, leave it in there. So, do you use it all winter, or do you use it on occasional nice days, or do you stick a rug over it and say, I'll see you in March? You know, and I suspect that a fair percentage of people do that. Or are you lucky enough, like some of my mates, to have a couple of bikes? Some have got 3 bikes, some have got more. And, you have the old winter hat thing. Yeah, don't know. You know, I went out this was something else, on about winter clothing. Oh, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing. No, I personally don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that, because if it's horrible, it's horrible. I went out a couple of weeks ago, and when I went out, it was like this. It was a day like today. It was wonderful. And I knew there was a chance of rain coming later on in the day, and guess what? It did. I could see this black cloud in front of me. Big, black, horrible cloud that went from the, floor to ceiling, right the way down. It was clearly going into it. This is Dovedale, this is. I don't know if the camera's picking them up, but there's quite a few people on top of that hill in front of me. Bit of a touristy place in Derbyshire, the stepping stones down there, I've been for ages. But, yeah. But, where was I? I don't know. I've been distracted by that people. I'm trying 400 scrambler. And I don't know what that is. Honda, I think. So, there's no bad clothes. Well, I've had clothes before. I've had all sorts of stuff, rucker and all sorts, and it's always found a way in water as if it's raining heavy enough. So as I was saying, a couple of weeks ago, I'm out on my bike. I could see this black cloud, and I had no way getting round it. I had to go through it. So it starts with a few spits and spots of rain, doesn't it? I wonder if anybody else has got this problem. I've got a Halverson's jacket. Ooh. No, I'm not showing off. And I believe Halverson's are a well-respected brand. They're a good maker jacket. And generally, I've got it on now because it's got its winter lining and keep me warm, keep my old bones toasty. But if I'm going through a shower, it's fine. Like, you know, if it's just a little bit of a... But I was going home on my bike and the heavens opened and it was biblical. It was terrible. I'm sure I saw an ark going the other way with animals on it. It was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, biblical rain coming down in stair rods it was. There was no escaping it. I'd go through it. And I'd got like, I don't know, 5 mile, 10 mile to go to get home. And I just thought, you've got grit your teeth and bear it. Couldn't see a thing. I couldn't see it. That was another thing, you know. It was raining that heavy and the lights on the road. You know, perversely, there was one other vehicle in front of me and it was a bike. It was a bike. He looked at me, he actually waved to me. I thought, yeah, pair of nutters together here. But anyway, couldn't see the side of the road. All the road was gathering in puddles at the side of the road. And I couldn't see it. I could just about see the curb. Well, just about. I was guessing where the curb was. And I went through this swimming pool on the left, didn't I? And as soon as it went up me and all over me, like a dirty great big splash, and I thought, hey up Keith, you're off here. But I managed to stay on. Excuse me. I could feel the leak. I could sort of feel it. Well, I was already wet. You know, this wave of water just hit me like a tsunami. But anyway, this is my issue with my Alverson's jacket. It's supposed to be an all-weather jacket. It's supposed to be a good quality. My jacket. Has anybody else got this problem? I want to know if anybody else has got this problem. I ride along in the rain when and I'm talking heavy rain now. Talking heavy rain, and my jacket generally I think is pretty waterproof, and I still think that. I'm happy with it. Pretty waterproof, but when I get back and take my jacket off, I've got a big fat belly. You know, I'm like body, so I've got a belly. And my belly's wet. I mean wringing wet. And I think what it does, because the jacket is quite short at the front, it's long at the back, it's like tapered. And I think they do a lot of jackets like that, don't they? Cover your back and your backside. Excuse me, go over the top of your leggings at the back. So at the back it's fine, but the front, it's shorty. Now I sort of get that as well from a design perspective, because when you're sitting on your bike, and it's like sitting on a toilet, isn't it? And you want the front of the jacket to be a bit shorty, but I think the problem is as the rain falls, I think it falls into my lap, and the momentum of the bike going forward shoves the rain, you know, by it sort of goes back and underneath my jacket, and that's why my belly gets wet. Now does anybody, that's my theory, I might be wrong, I might be completely wrong. Just get a bigger jacket, it's long at the front, what's up with you? I know, good idea, I might have to. Actually I don't have to, because I don't want to go out in the rain, because I'm a wimp. You know, I'm a wimp, I don't want to. Oh, all the lycra-clad boys are out today. What's all that about? I don't know. I can't understand that. What are you going to do that when you get a motorbike? You're going to, go on a bike here with engine on it. I ain't got pedal. It's brill. So here we are, a little tickle around Tissington in Derbyshire. Just a little tickle around the village. And then I'm going to end up in a cafe somewhere. Yeah, cafe racing. Oh, that was a thought. We've got a trip planned for next year. It's not massive, just we're in northern France for a weekend. Looking forward to that. But one of the lads as is going suggested, well, I just asked, are you going to go on the Triumph, or will he have something else by then? Because he'd just changed his bike, or one of his bikes. Excuse me. He's bought a Kawasaki Versys 1000, which is a wonderful bike to go on a long trip on, because I've got another mate with one of them who swears bikes. But anyway, I digress. Are you on the Triumph? Now, I changed my bikes more than I changed my underpants. Hey, up, there's a few here, look. A few bikes here, a few Harleys. Ah, they want to wave. No point waving to them. They want to be interested. And us trying phoners are below them. Anyway, he was on about that, and I got to thinking that the last time that I went to France, yeah, I was on a pan-European. ST1300, is it? Yeah, pan-European. And what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful machine that was. Oh, it was fantastic. 2 up. The noise it made, it was like a jet engine. It was wonderful. I loved it. But it got me thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind another pan. Well, then I thought, oh, well, they stopped making them, haven't they? Stopped making them some time ago. And then it got me thinking that actually sport tourers, and sport over the years since I was a lad, my sport tourers have been me. I was never really sporty. I wanted someone to sit up and beg with a bit of touring ability, even though I didn't tour that much. It was always one of them things that you thought, hey, which way do I go here now? I'll go this way. It was always one of them jobs that you know, you buy it and you fancy it and you make plans, but then it just doesn't happen, does it? You know, I say more often, occasionally, sometimes it doesn't happen, despite your best efforts. And I got to thinking that pan-Europeans, I mean, do they still make FJR 1300s? I had one of them. Triumph Trophy, big Triumph Trophy, I had a couple of them. They still make Beamers, don't they? Ah, they do. I'm talking nonsense. Like the RTs. Excuse me. I'm sure they make BMW RTs, which are great bikes, but they seem to have been surpassed by adventure bikes, don't they? The GS's and the Tigers and stuff like that seem to be the way we've gone. So I'll go this way, but I reckon that I might be able to get through to this road up here, but equally there's a ford up here, and if it's in flood I've got no chance. I'm only going to drop my bike in it because I've done that before. You know, I don't, like I said, if you've got commute and you've got to put all your gear on every day. I mean, this morning I put me, even though it's bright, actually it's not that cold at the moment, it feels about 10, 11, 12 degrees I reckon. But I thought I'd put my winter stuff on, my winter jacket, my winter leggings with my braces. Well, you should have seen the performance this morning. I got myself in knots. Talk about, I'm like, do you watch Dad's Army? Have you ever seen Dad's Army? Well, imagine Godfrey, and he's putting his trousers on with his braces, because you've got to have braces, haven't you? Because otherwise they fall down. So, I don't know what had happened, but I got myself in a right old mess with these braces. And it's not like I hadn't put them on before. I've put them on, you know, low. I guess what I'm saying is, and I can't be the only one, I'm losing the plot. I can't put a pair of bloody leggings on with braces now. It was like, I finished like Houdini wouldn't have got out of that. I had to get my missus. I said, I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on with me. You know, you look back at when you were a young man, and you laugh about it because you have to. But I tell you, now that Ford's down here, let's have a look. Hey up, what are these lot doing? What are these sheeps? Now, I don't know if I can get this across the bridge, or if I've got to go through the Wassy, because I'm not going through it if it's deep. And I suspect it will be, let's have a look. Oh, there is a nice bridge there, but I don't know if I can get it. Oh, I'm only going through there. No, I'm only going through there. Look at that. Can you see that? No, that's giving Slippy his hell, isn't it? Let's try. Now, I've got off-road, have I? Oh my God, that's a big step up there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, puddle. See what was I saying about getting your bike started up? Oh, what do you reckon here? Can I do it? Oh, do you know what I've just done? I've bloody ground it out, haven't I? What a blood. Right, on again that way, that's for sure. On again that way, that's a fact. I want my GS, don't I? Right, shall I go through the puddle? Shall I risk it? I don't know. I've just plonked it on something. Ah, go on, sod it. They waited for it to fall off. I don't know if I'm brave enough. Let's have a look. I'm not brave enough. Come on, sheeps, get out of the way. So there you are, what have we covered? I've still got the Bonnie. I'm out today because it's a nice day. I'm not, the jury's out whether I put it away for the winter and sawn it. I've just, in fact, you know what? Because I went up that thing then. I'm going to have a quick look because have I done any damage on my bike underneath? What a dick. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. No, I don't think so. I was running in steady. Should have. See what was I saying? At my age, should know better. I kind of put braces on, I kind of make a cup of tea. And I don't realise that step, that bloody bridge was too high for me Bonneville. I think I'm on a big KTM or something. Ah well. Anyway, hey, look at these lads here. Oh, these will go through the puddle, won't they? Aren't they getting through that? That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what I want. Right, I'm going to leave it at that now, so I wish you well. If you get out in the winter time, best of luck to you. I hope we might have a good winter. Let's face it, we don't get bad winters now, do we? So, ride safe. Don't forget to keep in touch. If you've got any pictures for me, shottostravels@gmail.com. And I might put a few of them on now actually. I've still got a few. Okay, so until the next time, I'll wish you well. Ride safe, watch out for the potholes and the lunatic drivers. I'll see you soon. Bye.